You've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Toronto. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And with where Washington is, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
The season is still so young, but Greg, how much do these teams know each other at this point of the year?
Kevin, you're still learning the new plays and terminology and possibly teammates. The first
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Toronto Raptors. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Raptors. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
You know, for the Wizards, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Now, when we take a look at this matchup, Clark, many are
So sure, clearly on paper, one team certainly seems to be the favorite. But that doesn't mean they're a lock to win it. In this league, we know anything can happen.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a three-point game. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Lee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Beal against Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Valanciunas. Morrow with the rebound. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Such a wide-open look. And it's 9 points for the Cobra.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Here's Valanciunas coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Valanciunas. Shoots over Gortat. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money. Oh!
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. That's tipped. Lee with the ball. Lowry picks him up, and it's Lee penetrating, and Lee with the stuff.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's Toronto now, after the basket by Washington. Here we go with Morrow running it up the court, and Lee with the stuff.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's the fast break. And Lee with the stuff.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Washington. By himself. Oh, that was something to see.
My goodness.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Toronto calls timeout. Washington making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Sabonis comes in for Morris. And Oubre subbed in for Anthony Morrow. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. Now here's Joseph. 11 points last game. They double-team Siakam. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. It's stolen by Sullivan. Powell against Oubre. Steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Lee with the stuff.
With intent. Explosive finish.
Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now, here's Mahinmi. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Lowry with the ball. Pass to Powell. Poked away. Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Washington with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
They obviously had a plan coming into this game. They've been utilizing intense defensive pressure to force lots of turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And guys, while it is still early in the regular season, we've seen these teams play a few games already.
Yeah, so these coaches have an idea of how they want to play. However, they are still figuring out rotations and who they trust. Every squad at this point is a work in progress.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Mahinmi.
For your Wizards, number 30, Anthony
Here's Sullinger. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. DeRozan's shot is off. Washington has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range. Oh!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Toronto with the ball after the basket by Washington. Takes it inside. He with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful in-your-face defense.
Daniel House is checked in for Washington. Clock at 6. Sullinger dishes to DeRozan. Powell kicks to Joseph. There's the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Joseph dishes to DeRozan. Can't hit from in close. Washington's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Here's Lee. Another one falls for Washington.
He's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Siakam kicks to Joseph. Doubled by Lee. Outside DeRozan. It's Powell on the wing. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Here's Sullinger. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Wizards. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. He swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Toronto working the ball around now. Got a piece of it. And there's another turnover by the Raptors.
Washington ball.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Wizards 5th.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Sabonis. And Anthony Morrow's subbed in for Daniel House. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Raptors. Damari Carroll comes in for Norman Powell. No good from Lee.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back.
Gotta know where he is, especially when the break is on.
Raptors have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Back to Joseph, trying to get something going. And Lee pulls it down.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Lee against Joseph. Pass to Carroll. Siakam with it. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. And again, Washington running the court in transition. And Lee with the stuff.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. And Siakam has it in the corner. Joseph looking around. The rebound by Gortat.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Lee gets the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Both teams changing it up here. Fires for three. And, yep, another basket.
And this guy is unreal. 60 points. He's been here before.
And on that list of the most 60-point nights in NBA history, he is now alone in 5th place. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Wizards out front, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after the
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Washington Wizards.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. For the Western Conference, Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook has been on a tear, and we've seen this movie before. A triple-double machine, former league MVP, and he does not do it quietly. He's ferocious, especially when moving downhill, and he does not back down.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Here is Lowry. Nothing on the board. Knocked away. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Last season, Greg, a special one for the NBA. A lot of history was made.
Yeah, the Warriors set the best ever regular season record at 73-9. LeBron and the Cavaliers, though, come back from being down 3-1 to win their first championship. And how about Kobe Bryant scored 60 points in his final game at the age of 37, no less.
And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Lowry against Lee. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Carroll. Here's Lowry. And another steal for him.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record broken.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
And the stop and play, guys, giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
It is hard to say if I've ever seen a better defensive performance than the one he's had tonight. So many takeaways from him.
Check out some of the stats for Marcin Gortat. A very nice season for him last year. 4th in field goal percentage. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Toronto working the ball around now. Lee with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Jumps up. And Lee with the stuff.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
And the Wizards with possession. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more.
Again, what an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Just 4 to shoot. Patterson can't get it to go. Wizards have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field. And good! There's another.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
Yet another bucket.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy.
Hits it again. Wow.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
1:16 left in the 3rd. DeRozan against Lee. Here's Patterson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Washington's gotten all 4 of the 3-point. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Lee against DeRozan. To the inside. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Connects again from distance.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a wide open look for Lee. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
He gets it up, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Wizards just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a 3-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, the Cobra. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The heart and soul, Clark, of both of these teams. They're both very unselfish.
Yeah, it's in their DNA. I think it's a blend, a nice blend of culture and coaching. And they acquire players who fit the way they want the game to be played.
Millsap sets the pick for Schroeder. Howard up on top. Pass to Cephalosha. The Hawks working the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Here's Washington now. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Millsap a screen on Beal. Takes a 3. And Lee pulls it down. And just about a minute into the first quarter. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Schroeder. Millsap looking it over. Out to the right wing. Pass to Cephalosha. Korver dishes to Schroeder. And here is Howard. Gortat covering. Fades back. The Hawks again can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Millsap. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Lee. Outside, Beal to the wing right side. Here's Morrow. Here's Lee outside. Lee can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Millsap finds Schroeder. It's Howard, top of the key. Schroeder, right side. To halt the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
With the clock approaching 0, right on time.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. At the elbow, Lee goes up. Oh!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness!
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
To end the run. And Sabonis pulls it down. And it's Oubre off the drive, and the layup falls.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Washington leading now by 15. Lee outside. The three. Rebound by the Hawks. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Good on the triple. Lee's got 15.
That's getting to your spot and then trusting that the ball will find you.
Here's Hardaway. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Here's Cephalosha. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. No good from Lee. The Hawks trail by 16. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hardaway up top. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Daniel House has checked in for Washington.
Substitution for your Wizards. Number 4, Daniel House.
Pass to Hardaway. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Just 5 to shoot. Fires top of the key. And Sabonis pulls it down. Here is Mahinmi. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
At this early stage of the season, Greg, it seems like a lot of coaches hold back a little bit. What do you think?
Well, you don't want to show all your cards right away. And this is a good time to try some different things, save your go-to strategies, and
that free throw, no good. Washington making some changes. Gortat has come in for Domantas Sabonis. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Daniel House. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Harden's checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The Hawks trail by 16. Hardaway from outside. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Lee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. Second.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Line for 2. Lee.
That free throw from Lee is good. And both free throws good for Lee.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the Cobra.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
Washington leading now by 13. Here's Lee. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
So it's Atlanta now. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Back to Hardaway. Howard, the pass to Millsap. Over Moore. Millsap misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The Hawks trail by 18. To the right side. Moskawa finds Hardaway. Launches it. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Attention fans, now in the court is your hot spot. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
So for the Wizards, Markieff Morris is checked in for Mahina, and Beal subbed in for Lee. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Washington Wizards.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Okay. Big Play Jay wants to know, what's the hardest thing about playing in the NBA?
The travel. Man, those airplane bathrooms are tiny.
Yeah, maybe for some people. But, you know, I never had that problem.
That's because you're tiny.
And we had a private jet.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Now, here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen on Beal. And it's Schroeder missing. Wizards leading by 11. Lee kicks to Morris. Korver against Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And that's now 25 points for the Cobra.
Showing off the range, making the defense stand up and take note.
Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Goes back up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Down low, here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Millsap's against Morris. Millsap misses.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Atlanta. 17-point game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Schroeder, left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lots of room. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Schroeder's got 9.
In today's game, to be a successful guard like Schroeder, knocking down jumpers is really a must.
Wizards passing it around. Morrow dishes to Lee. Here's Morrow. Back to Lee. Over Cephalosha. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Morrow. That's now 32 points for the Cobra.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
The Hawks trail by 17. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. He's checked in for Morris. And then for Atlanta, Mike Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kyle Korver. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. On the wing, Cephalosha. Back to Schroeder. And Muscala kicks to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Marcin Gortat.
You know, I think he's just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy is pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Hey, Greg, I saw the NBA is the highest paying sports league in the world, with salary averages over $4.5 million a year. Wow.
Yeah, not a bad gig if you can get it, right? And that average, a little higher than in my day, for sure. That's the progression, though, you hope for with us growing the game and creating a global market.
Schroeder passes to Cephalosha. Howard with the screen on Beal. Beal against Cephalosha. And here is Muscala. Hasn't made one yet. Cephalosha misses. And stolen by Cephalosha. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's Schroeder missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bounce pass from Beal. It's deflected. Schroeder, right side. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Muscala. Back to Hardaway. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Hawks second. The Wizards fifth.
Both teams really good at passing the basketball. You look at the numbers from a season ago, very unselfish.
Atlanta making some changes. Splitter comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Taurean Prince in for Thabo Cephalosha. At the elbow, Gortat. Lee against Hardaway. No good from Lee.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
To the middle. And Lee with the stuff.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Hardaway. Splitter with a screen on Lee. Lee against Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Wizards. Lee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Beal from long range. Held through 3 quarters of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Wizards lead by 18. From Verizon Center, we're back in a moment. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Hawks trail by 18. Hardaway dishes to Prince. Pass to Splitter. Back to Prince. Hardaway against Curry. From outside the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta. Bryant finds Hardaway. Prince outside. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Muscala's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Atlanta. Pass to Sabonis. Lee outside. Buries it from three-point range.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Out to the right wing. Splitter with a screen on Sabonis. Ball's knocked loose. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Prince. Lee gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
switch here. Morrow's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Prince outside. Pass to Muscala. Here's Hagan. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Prince, the pass to Hagan. On the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Prince outside. Here's Muscala. Rebound by the Wizards. Lee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morrow dishes to Mahinmi. Lee outside. Back to Mahinmi. Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Lee. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Prince. Right wing. Splitter sets a screen. Lee kicks to Oubre. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good from Lee. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Prince double teamed to the inside, looking to end the run. Hagan can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Outside Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game. The 11-footer. Rebound by Mahinmi.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Lee outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 44.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. It has not stopped.
Washington foul. Ian Mahinmi. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the Hawks. Thiago Splitter taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Splitter has that lovable personality, a terrific glue guy that teammates love playing with.
And he sinks the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Pass to Smith. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Alston can't get it to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Well, guys, this was never, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Cobra.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many goals.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
Howard's checked in for Splitter. And both free throws good for Lee. Here's Schroeder. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets the three fly. Here's Howard. That one, no good. Smith with some nice D. Here's Washington. They're on a 12-1 run. Lee kicks to Oubre. Back to Lee. Shoots over Schroeder. No good from Lee. Sabonis against Korver. Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot. In attack mode on the offensive end.
Oubre finds Lee. Here's Swift. Back to Lee. Shoots over Korver. And that falls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, the Cobra.